We already talked about how Hillary Clinton had a consistent theme throughout the night. I want to show it to you in her own words. Let's watch.
As we all remember, Senator Obama, when he ran against me, was against the war in Iraq. And yet, when he won, he turned to me, trusting my judgment, my experience, to become Secretary of State. I think it's important to look at what the most important counterterrorism judgment of the first 4 years of the Obama administration was, and that was the very difficult decision as to whether or not to advise the president to go after bin Laden. You know, from my perspective, maybe because I understand what President Obama inherited, not only the worst financial crisis, but the antipathy of the Republicans in Congress. I debated then Senator Obama numerous times on stages like this, and he was the recipient of the largest number of Wall Street donations of anybody running on the Democratic side ever.
So now we give you a small taste of that, literally dozens of times throughout the night. I'm with Obama. I'm with Obama. And there at the end, you know, I kept saying she's shrouding herself in Obama, but she was also hiding behind Obama. And there at the end, you saw, well, Obama took a lot of Wall Street money too. Come on now. Hey, give me a break, right?
Yes.
And so I thought that was the biggest fail of the debate, that she kept trying to get him to attack Obama. He wouldn't do it, except the one time he said, well, I disagree with the president sometimes, you don't, right? And then he turned around and said, I didn't run against President Obama. You ran against President Obama. Yeah. So that was a fail on her part. Yeah. And it was a worthy effort, just speaking from political tactic point of view, right? Not policy. Like, I get why she wanted to do that. We know there's a lot of African-American voters who love President Obama in South Carolina, and that's what she was trying to get him to goad him to attack Obama. But you see, it's a dismissive attitude the establishment has towards liberals. Oh, he'll fall for it. He's a liberal. He'll want to attack President Obama. We'll goad him. It'll be easy. But you don't think he knows that? He knows that too. That's why it failed.
So she wants him to attack Obama because, you know, from a political standpoint, that would hurt his chances with black voters. And I feel like it's so indicative of what she does when it comes to pandering to certain groups of people, right? If you want to appeal to specific groups of people, whether it be women or it be black individuals, what you should do is be a leader in policies that help those communities out or those groups of people out. Don't look for cheap shots that will hurt your opponent, right? He does the same thing when it comes to women's issues. I mean, she does the same thing when it comes to women's issues. She has like this platform that indicates that she's better than Bernie on women's issues. But how? You know, like, tell me what kind of policies you've led that he hasn't. Tell me what you've done that he hasn't supported. I want to know. And she doesn't do that. And it's because it's easier to just pick little cheap things and use that as a reason for why she's better than him.
Yeah, I tweeted saying I supported Obama doesn't stand in for a long list of policy objectives.
Yeah.
But she seems to think it does. He'll say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Well, I supported Obama when he did this. Yeah, but we can't vote for him again.
Yeah.
That would be cool, I guess, for a lot of people, but unfortunately it's not an option. And I keep bringing this up because you just added the women's issues that she's going to champion. And she'll talk about pay equality, and she'll talk about protecting the rights of abortion and all that. She talks about healthcare, and she keeps saying, well, I've given very specific ideas of how I'll get those 19 to 29 million more people to get coverage. How many debates have we covered? She keeps saying she's been specific, but I cannot name one thing she says that she's going to do, other than vaguely accomplish the same objectives that Bernie Sanders has, while spending, in her mind, 1/20th as much and not provoking an angry response from Republicans.
Yes.
And he's the unrealistic one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. Overall, if you watch a Democratic debate versus a Republican debate, you get a lot more specificity than in a Republican debate, okay? They actually outline many of their policy ideas. But yeah, when it comes to certain things, including Hillary differentiating herself from Bernie on women's issues, she's never specific, and it bothers me because if you're trying to pander to the females, then you got to make sure that you're clear about why you're better, and she's never clear about why she's better.
Yeah.